hello. Can you introduce yourself?
Hi, Lisa ASMR.
Oh,
Nice to be here.
nice to meet you. You're
Nice to meet
very
you.
famous in the ASMR world. A
I feel like I'm
rising
just an
star.
average Joe.
Now, what exactly is ASMR?
So, ASMR is autonomous sensory meridian response, and it affects people differently. So, some people will get like the tingly sensation. Some people say they feel it in their neck, their head. Other people use it to relax or help them fall asleep or if they're having an anxiety attack. So it's all different things, but honestly, it's just like a positive response for the person themselves.
Do you have an ASMR voice that you use that different from your voice?
No, well, I mean, so a lot of people like to whisper. I personally hate whispering, just because I've lost my hearing 3 times in my life. So when someone's whispering, it like kind of irks my nerves because I'm like, I can't hear you. I'm struggling. So sometimes I use my normal voice in my videos. Sometimes I do soft spoken, and then very few times I do the whispering just because I know other people like that. So I try to create that wide variety for everybody. But yeah, if you're like hearing like the normal voice or whatever, like I do it for my ASMR videos. And I know some people are like, well, that's not ASMR. And I'm like, well, I disagree.
So we bring up what makes you different from all the other ASMR? What's trying to make you unique?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I like to think that I'm a big pioneer in the ASMR community just because I don't shy away from things. I'm very open-minded, I'm non-judgmental. I know everyone has like their things, and who am I to say that one thing won't comfort you, you know? Like things that I would never even dream of comforting someone does for some reason. Something in their history has made it some type of comfort to them, be it that's what they're used to or anything like that. But so I don't shy away from being different. I actually like doing new and different things. Like someone will give me an idea and I'm like, oh shoot, yeah, I haven't done that yet. That sounds awesome. That sounds new. It's creating new content. And then I end up opening up doors for a new audience to join in because they're like, oh, you do this. I'm like, yeah.
Oh, did you listen to ASMR before you started?
No, I had no idea what ASMR was. My co-creator actually, he was rooming with my boyfriend at the time, and I met him once before, and he's like, you know what? You have a really soothing voice. We should create an ASMR channel. And I thought he was joking, so I just like blew him off. And then we had a summer happen, and I had people, customers, because I was working retail at the time. They're like, "Oh yeah, your voice is so relaxing, so soothing," and I'm just like, "Oh, maybe he wasn't like being mean. Maybe he wasn't trolling me." Like, so I went back to him and was like, "Hey, like if you're being serious, then sure, let's create this channel and see what happens." And 8 years later now, and honestly, like after I graduated college, we stopped creating content because I didn't have his awesome equipment. And then Kevin, he was like, "Hey, shoot with your phone. We just want to see your content. Like you don't have to have the fancy stuff." So here we are.
Yeah, you do have a pretty good voice. You remind me of somebody doing a murder podcast or something.
I love it. I love murder stuff. So thank you.
Okay. Question. There's a lot of travel YouTube podcasts. If you had an unlimited budget, where would you love to travel to and do a podcast from?
Man, honestly, if I had an unlimited budget, I would want to go everywhere and like just be there for at least a month to experience the culture and just be able to create the content there. So like all over the world. But that will hopefully be in the future.
My go-to place is Tokyo.
Ooh, why
Manga.
Tokyo?
Well, into manga, and I'm learning the language. So,
That's awesome. How long have you been learning it?
well, I just started. I brought one of those things that teach you. I forgot the
Oh
name
yeah,
of it.
like Duolingo
Rosetta Stone.
or.
Yeah, Rosetta Stone.
Oh, nice, very nice.
And doing those, listening on YouTubes where you're supposed to learn while you sleep. Well, it don't work,
Yeah.
it turned out.
No, I don't think so either. The subconscious learning.
No. Uh, what YouTubers, besides me, of course, you would love to work with?
Um, well, besides you, let's see. So I'm kind of horrible, like to be honest, like, and some of my viewers know this already. I don't watch YouTube much at all. But of the few people that I do, April's ASMR, like if I'm just focusing on the ASMR community itself, April's ASMR, Michaela ASMR, and Fribby, because all of them see like April in particular. She and I feel like we kind of vibe the same. Even though I've never met her in real life, like I just like from her content and also seeing like from her postings, I'm like, all right, I could vibe with you. Like you're cool. Michaela just seems like such a positive and upbeat person, and I feed off of energy, so I love it. And I'm like, she would be awesome to work with. And then Fribby, she's just so real and genuine, and that's how I am with my community. So I love that, and I support that type.
Okay. Now, I know it's on your thing, you do customs. How do you approach doing customs for people?
Yeah, so process of customs. So if someone wants a custom video, I always ask them to send me an email at lisasmr23@gmail.com. Hey, plug. And they will tell me what they want, and if they want a private or public video. Private videos are more just because I'm not able to get the exposure from it and not able to gain an audience. And from that, I have like a price point anywhere from like $10 to $40 per minute, just depending on the material that they're wanting. And I do have my set boundaries. I've told people no before, and I'm sure there are people out there who like, oh, she'll do whatever just for $1. And it's like, no, like I have my boundaries. I stick to my boundaries. So, you know.
That's cool. What's your favorite custom to do? Favorite type of customs?
So, like I was saying earlier, I like murder, but like it's obviously a bad thing. But I'm very intrigued by the psyche. Like that's why I took psychology. Well, one of the many reasons why I took psychology in college is because I'm very interested in knowing like what makes people behave the way that they do, and I wanted to be a forensic psychologist so I could interview serial killers. But so I really like being like that evil, crazy serial killer type role play thing, just because it's just so opposite of my real personality. Just because like, you know, like I try and be cheerful and happy and all this all the time. But it's fun to be different, like, you know, put on a persona.
I did see one with your ferocious dogs. And the dog clearly wanted to play, and they were supposed to be killer dogs or something. And they were cutest dogs ever. Yeah. And so you said you into murder. Do you watch a lot of like murder shows and stuff like that? Like mysteries?
So, yeah, I mean, I do love watching like murder type of TV shows and mysteries. I like reading the books, especially about that type of stuff. It's one of the, I mean, I don't really listen to podcasts, but if I am, it's one of the things that I'm able to focus on. Like I had a friend who did Let's Sleep podcast. She's no longer doing it right now, but I was able to actually listen to her for the whole time just because I was interested in it. Just because it's just so weird what people do in this world.
You watch all those TLC shows like Couples Who Stab or...
Yes!
Cause they're like,
I used to all the time when I had TV.
yeah, it's surprising there's enough stuff where it could be that specific about
Yes.
Couples Who Stab or Dangerous Roommates or something.
Yes, I love it. I feel bad for the people. I feel horrible for the victims. But, I mean, there's nothing you can do after the fact. but it's really interesting and entertaining to learn about.
What was your favorite one?
Oh gosh. So I have horrible memory with like books and TVs and movies and everything, but my thing would just probably be like serial killers in general, just because I can't quite remember things, just because it's just like they do really insane things. Like I recently talked about this in one of my videos I haven't uploaded yet, but they put this one guy would check the doors of houses, and if you left your door unlocked, he would take that as, oh, come on in, I'm welcome. And he would murder them. And I think he would assault them after they were dead. I think he was a necrophiliac. And I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, he would take their esophagus and slurp their blood out of their body with the esophagus.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You ever see that Night Stalker one on Netflix?
Yes! It was crazy.
Yeah, that was pretty good. You would probably like that Masterminds, that on Netflix about the guy who interviews serial killers.
Yes.
It was about a guy who made 7. Any advice, any pearls of wisdom to give to upcoming content makers and YouTubers?
Yeah. So, some things that I see people struggle with a lot when they're like new or even been a content creator for a while and just start struggling because they're focusing on the numbers. To me, like, don't focus on the numbers. Because if you're focusing on the numbers, you lose sight of what you did it for. And you're no longer finding the love that you had for it when you created content. You're suddenly just thinking about, man, I created that video and I thought it was going to do really well and it didn't, and that really sucks, and I don't feel like creating content for who knows how long. You allow yourself to get depressed. And the thing is, like, what new people on my channel don't realize, like, yeah, sure, I have a lot of subscribers on my channel. I call them my family because they are. But what would it be? 4, maybe 5 years ago, probably 5 years ago now, I had less than 3,000 subscribers. And I've been on YouTube for 8 years. And that's a huge jump to me. I honestly never thought I was going to get even more than what I had. I was happy with what I had. And there's other people out there who grow exponentially super, super quick in under a year. And it's just the luck of the draw, really. And also, you have to take into account everyone is different. You are unique in the content you create, so you're going to reach a unique audience. And just keep in mind, like I said, don't focus on numbers, don't focus on being a perfectionist, because it'll burn you out. Just be happy and continue to love your passion.
Oh, that's good. Did you ever use stuff like Sprizzy or anything like that?
What's that?
Sprizzy, if you ever see the commercial, there's probably a commercial on I saw the commercial on your YouTube a couple of times. That flavor before, it helps like push up your content and stuff like that. Like, you ever use those things?
Oh no, I don't know.
Like they advertise for you. So just wondering.
No, everything that like we have is just self-made. We don't buy views, we don't buy subscribers. To me, that's a waste of money.
Yeah.
I get why, like, if you are very insecure about the content, like, not having the numbers, like, you're too focused on the numbers, like, and it helps you feel a little bit better, like, I can see why people might do it, but that's the whole point of me saying, like, don't focus on the numbers, because you're losing sight of why you got into content creation and to begin with. And literally, like, I got into it to help people, and if I can just help one person, I'm good. I don't care if I don't help anybody else. As long as I'm, like, helping at least one person and making their life better, that's all I care about. Gosh, my throat's getting a little dry. I apologize.
Okay.
But yeah, no. The only way we market our stuff is my Instagram, and then sometimes Twitter. Twitter's my redheaded stepchild. And in the early moments, we did use Reddit in the early beginning, but I don't think we've used that in years to promote our stuff.
Okay. I noticed you have a Patreon, OnlyFans, YouTube. What's your different approaches at doing the three things?
Yeah, so as a lot of people know, YouTube is a little butt. YouTube and I have a love-hate relationship. Like I said earlier, I'm open to doing all different types of content as long as it's within my boundaries. And some of that content, or a lot of the content, includes my feet. Everybody has, well, I should say the majority of the population has feet. But, YouTube sees that and they're like, oh my gosh, what is this woman doing showing off those feet? How dare she? And I don't know if you saw the video or not, but it was me as a giantess in my red dress cleaning the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
I was monetized at the time, and they had it as limited to no ads, and I think they age restricted it. And I was like, well, that's really weird. Like, I'm cleaning a bathroom. Why would they do that? So I asked them to review it, and they demonetized my whole channel because of it. And I was like, this personally, to my brain, has no logical sense why they would do that. Because I'm literally cleaning, for one, focused on cleaning as a giantess, and two, you could spend 1 second looking up anything on YouTube and find much more sensual content or whatever. And I'm all about you do you, I'll do me, and we'll be good. But I just wish YouTube was fair and didn't hate on me for having my feet included in my videos.
Yeah, I'm a little picky sometimes.
Yeah, I'm very picky. Oh, so that means like Patreon and OnlyFans, like I can be more focused. Like, also YouTube has taken down one of my videos where I showed my mouth because I would be asked to like show the inside of my mouth. So I took a 15-second clip and showed the inside of my mouth, and they took it down. I got a strike for it, and I was like, this makes no sense whatsoever. So anytime I have like videos that are focused on my mouth, or very feet focused, or very leg focused, or very, very belly button focused, I have to put that on my Patreon and OnlyFans, and I have people who get kind of mad at me. They're like, oh, you're just wanting to make money off of this. I'm like, if you have an issue, bring it up to YouTube, because I used to put this stuff on YouTube, but because of how they are, I have to move it over. And also, don't be on the girl who needs to make some money to pay the bills.
Now, what's the difference between Patreon and OnlyFans that you do?
So, this is actually going to be really funny. It's almost the exact same content, except Patreon accepts more.
Oh, I didn't know that. I would thought OnlyFans would accept more from what I heard of it.
So, like, I don't do nudity or like that type of stuff. And I know that's what people automatically think when they think OnlyFans, and I still see the stigma thing when like other content creators talk about OnlyFans, like, oh, I'll never get on there, like that's only nudity or porn or blah blah blah. I'm like, no, it's not. Like, I don't do that, and I'm on there. But like, OnlyFans, there's a video where we put sugar in the drink and we pretend like I'm getting drugs. And it's because it's a role play, so then I like pretend I'm knocked out, and OnlyFans takes it down. And then there was another video, it's a karate video, and I pretended like I was dead, like knocked out dead, so it had like the cloth over me, and then I like woke back up, and OnlyFans took that out too, but Patreon was fine with both videos.
Oh,
So
didn't know that.
yeah.
I'm winding down. Got just a few more to end it. Uh, you have a lot of fasting on your thing. You like in different outfits a lot of times. What's your
Mhm.
type of fasting you like? Like if you had to describe it.
What type of what? Sorry.
Fashion.
Oh, fashion. So it's really funny. I'm a jeans and t-shirt type of girl. Like, I like to be comfortable. And I'm in a dress right now. I know. I try and be more dressed up for you guys. And for my channel and for Twitch streams, just because, like, people rather see someone dressed up than in comfy clothes. And I get that. Like, you know, it attracts the eye. But like, if you see, like, if people were to have, I'm not even gonna put that out there. If people were able to see me at home, just like a regular day, I would be like either in comfy clothes or heck, birthday suit if I wanted to.
Okay. I understand that people can't see me right now, but I'm in a full $10,000 business suit.
Yeah.
Very classy. And what do you like to do for fun when you're not on YouTube?
Yeah, so things I like to do for fun. I like to hang out with friends. Sometimes we'll go to like breweries. I like to explore, which is why I'm going on this 50 state travel thing. I like to read. Let's see. I'm a very boring person. I'm sorry. I'm not very exciting.
You travel
I like
50
to go.
states. That's pretty.
Oh yeah, that's the most exciting thing I've done in a very long time.
Are you doing a car or like a van, like a Nomad or something like that?
So I'm doing an SUV, but it's not like we're not sleeping in the car because we're just not gonna have enough room. But there are definitely times where we do sleep in like the front seats because things are way too expensive. I was looking at places like, holy smokes, like I'm not spending that much money on one night. Like that's insane.
Now, I never traveled in SVU for that long. Do you bring your dogs and stuff? Like, it's enough room for everybody?
So, the dogs are actually my sister's, but sadly Buck passed away in February.
Okay.
Such a sweet boy, but it was his time. So we put him down and it went very, very well. We were very fortunate. But Mika will be staying at home with her because, like I said, it is her dog. But I treat them like my own, you know? Like, I take very good care for them and take them on their daily walks and stuff. But yeah.
Now, how's the like bathroom cleaning situation on those vans? Like, is it comfortable to sleep in and everything?
Well, we'll mainly be sleeping at campsites, in actual tents, and we'll be getting Airbnbs. But the nights where like I just can't okay the price of like spending somewhere, we're gonna have to have our seats like up. So we're gonna be sitting up and trying to sleep like an airplane.
They sound interesting. Any particular state you're looking forward to?
Alaska.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm a winter type of person. I really like winter. And also Alaska's just so beautiful and has so much like nature and animals, and that's what calls my heart.
So you're including Alaska and Hawaii, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So you're gonna you can't drive to those states, I imagine. So you're taking like a boat or something.
We were actually planning to drive to Alaska, and we were gonna like do some stops in Canada, but as of right now, we can't because Canada requires a COVID vaccination, and if you're not vaccinated, you get a $5,000 fine. So we are going to avoid that, and we're going to hope that Alaska doesn't require anything, and we'll fly into Alaska. If not, and then we'll fly over to Hawaii as well.
Okay, and lastly, what's coming up in the future in the Lisa ASMR cinematic universe?
a lot. I have over 50 videos I've created that I have in my vault waiting to be released because I don't, like, since I'm demonetized, like, I want to save them for hopefully when I get monetized again, they denied me this past time. But I have, like, patient checkups, girlfriend takes on a romantic getaway, classmate to lover video, oh gosh, I have so many videos I can, like,
Also,
a huge library.
also, you're doing videos for a great YouTuber at Wild Geeks Reviews. Don't forget about
That's
that.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that tomorrow. I do have that set up for tomorrow. It is so hard to find the cereals. I literally went to so many different stores.
At Target, there was a whole bunch of them in one aisle.
Yeah, I went to different stores. Like one store only had one box.
They
And
might-
I was like, "Is everything else?"
Maybe it's easier in New Jersey. Maybe New Jersey has a wider selection. Got a Target. At a Target in New Jersey had nothing but Halloween sections.
Really? What? Like, wait, what Halloween cereals did you find?
Count Chocula, of course.
I found that one.
Fruit Brute.
I am not looking forward to that one. You're trying to kill me with that one, but I found it and I got it.
There's Boo Berry.
Oh, I didn't. That one was not available. I'll have to go look for that one.
There's some Frankenstein one that I forget the name of.
Yeah, that one wasn't there either. I need to buy that too.
And there's regular cereal that says put a Halloween coating on it, like Captain Crunch.
What? I found the Captain Crunch one. I didn't see one of the
Rice Krispies have one. I think it says Rice. I think it says Rice Krispie treats where you pour milk over it. It'll kill a kid. But that's what it is. That's basically what it is.
Oh my gosh.
So
I need to find that so bad.
I hope you're not diabetic and you're gonna lose those feet if you try them.
I am pre-diabetic, so.
Well, rolling the dice on it.
Yeah, we'll see if this puts me over the edge.
Okay, well, nice meeting you.
You're so
Anything you want to plug before you go?
Oh, sure. Why not? Plug it all. You can find me obviously on YouTube, Lisa ASMR, Instagram, Lisa ASMR, Twitch, Lisa underscore ASMR, Twitter, Lisa ASMR too, because someone took my Lisa ASMR. Patreon and OnlyFans, it's literally putthat.com/Lisa ASMR.
Yeah,
And find me.
There's a couple of Lisa ASMRs. I was on Instagram looking you up. There was
Oh,
five
yeah?
different Lisa ASMRs. I don't know if they had it first or you had it first. But
Oh,
a
dang,
couple-
I don't know. I had that for. Well, I had to recreate my Instagram account because my co-creator created it, and it was before I was better with social media and keeping up with it. The only one I kept up with was YouTube comments. That was it. Like I focused. I was so good. I was responding to everybody, and I still do a pretty good job for the numbers that I have with keeping up with people. But Instagram, I just didn't. So then he ended up deleting the account, and I'm like, I went to go finally like for once post on it, and I was like, oh, where'd it go? And he's like, well, you never used it, so I just deleted it. Like, oh, I guess we'll just start anew.
Okay. Well, I'll let you go, Lisa. Nice talking to you.
Nice talking to you too, Chris. Thank you so much
All
for
right.
this.